What's going on, team? Welcome to this weekend's weekly market breakdown for February 2nd through February 7th. Cool, I hear myself. Let me know if you guys have any issues seeing the stream or hearing my voice. If you need me to put the audio up a little bit or turn it down, let me know. Before we get started, guys, again, as always, this is the weekly market breakdown. This is the session that we do on Sundays where we go over every single pair that we look over during the week, right? We go over the market makers pattern on daily time frame. We update our well, it is the beginning of the month too, so we'll be updating our daily time frame as well, seeing if we have any continuations, any 2 months of rise or 2 months of drop. We'll be going over our daily highs and daily lows. In the 4-hour time frame, we'll be looking at, again, if we have any continuations in the week, 2 weeks of rise, 2 weeks of drop. Updating our 4-hour highs, 4-hour lows, and then on the 30-minute time frame, same thing. Update our 30-minute highs, 30-minute lows. See how we ended up last week. We have any continuations, 2 days of rise, 2 days of drops. So we could look for 372. And I know Friday I didn't have a live trading session, so unfortunately, I didn't call out any of the trades that I was looking for. It was my mom's birthday, so I was kind of out all day. But we will go over the 2 trades that I took. I took US30 and I took Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin, I took it as a 372 going long, and then US30 I took it as a 4-hour engulfing candle going short. So we'll go over those pairs when we get to them. Again, I'm gonna go in order, starting with AUD. With AUD USD and finish off with US oil. We will be going in order from the top to the bottom. We'll be going over every single pair that you see here with the red flag next to their name. AU, EA, EU, ECAD, GA, GCAD, GJ, GU, US30, USDCAD, USDZAR, gold, Bitcoin, and US oil. But if you guys have any questions about any other pair, whether or not they're on our list, just let me know. If the pair that you want me to go over isn't on our list, we'll still go over it. We'll just go over it towards the end of the stream. If you guys have any questions, something that's not making sense, if you have a question as to why we look at things a certain way or why we don't look at things a certain way, just let me know. I'll go over those. This session should be about 45 minutes to an hour. I am gonna go a little bit quick, not gonna go super quick like we do the isolation session, but again, it's rinse and repeat every single session. So again, same thing that I'm talking about this week, it'll be the same thing that I talked about last week and the same thing that I talked about the week before. Same thing with the isolation sessions that we do at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, right? It's the same thing, rinse and repeat. We're looking for the same thing. But that's what trading is, right? Once you have a trading journal, you really start realizing that trading every single day is the same thing. It's a boring cycle of waiting for your confirmations to happen and taking the trades. Yeah, what's good, Muhammad? Welcome to the stream, my brother. What's good, brother? Chilling, man, chilling. How about you? Had a pretty good weekend, man. I can't lie. Finally back home. Was out grinding, man. Grinding. Have a few things to take care of that I gotta do right after this stream as well. So again, I'm not gonna make the session too long, but I'll give you guys enough information to understand the reasons as to why we look at things and why we're not looking at certain pairs and stuff like that. But again, for the newcomers, make sure you guys ask questions. Anything that's not making sense, just let me know. Also, I'll post the link to the Discord. Sorry guys, I have like hiccups, man. It's kind of crazy. I'll post the link for the Discord in the chat. Again, everything we do here is completely free, guys. We do these free weekly market breakdowns every weekend. We do the free isolation session, the stream from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, the live trading sessions in the morning from 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. We do free one-on-one sessions. Everything, all the resources we have here are completely free. Again, this is a trading academy, not a signal service. So if you're only here trying to get signals, so sorry for you. It's not going to work out. But if you are here to learn, then you've come to the right spot. Once again, any questions, just let me know. And for the people watching the recording, if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. Feel free to request a one-on-one sessions. I have a few students that I have to get back to since I wasn't available this weekend. Let me actually go back to my Discord messages. Mr. Albert, I saw your message, but it's my mom's birthday, so I wasn't really paying attention to my Discord messages or anything like that. But I will go over your charts. Let me actually message you on Discord as well. Give me 1 second, guys. Mr. Albert. Good, bro. Getting back on the grind. That's good, Mohammed. How you feeling too, by the way? You feeling? I don't want to say back to normal, but you at least feeling a little bit better. How's that whole process been? And uni too. How's school been? You been grinding or what? Remember when someone asked about your rules? Can you send it to me? Compare them with mine? Yeah, yeah, of course. I got you. I'll send it to you on I'll send it to you on Discord, and then that way you'll have it there. I'll send you a picture, or I'll type it out to you. No worries. I'll have to skip some rules. Well, maybe not with you, Muhammad, because I know you. Muhammad, tell me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong. Um, did we ever really teach you about the EMAs, the bounces of the EMAs, and how to use them in different levels, or no? Doing well, man. Everything is going well. Almost fully recovered. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. You've been fucking. You've been through the ringer, bro, since like since October, pretty much. But shit, even dealing with the shit you've been dealing with, I know you're still in here. You're still watching. So I'm glad that you're doing well, man. Send your rules on Discord. I got you, Adrian. Adrian, send me a message on Discord, a private message on Discord, Adrian, and I'll DM you back. That way I'll send you a private message with the rules. But same thing goes to you too. Well, everybody else, right? Like, I'm not gonna send you all of my rules, not because I don't want to, but I don't want to confuse you guys and give you guys information overload, right? So I'm gonna send you the basic things that I look for, which are pretty much the same things that I go over on this stream, and the same things I go over in the isolation session. Isolation session we kind of go over, and the live trading sessions we kind of go over the EMA bounces, but I'm not gonna add that to your guys' rule because again, it's one of those. It's just like every other trading rule that's in the book, right? There's a certain way to use certain entry criterias, and I don't want you guys to just be like, if for example, again, I give this example because it's the easiest example, right? It's like if I teach you what a double bottom is, right, and I just say it's a double bottom, it's a neckline break, right? You know, what are the chances that you took this double bottom here and you lost, right? What's the chances that you took this double bottom here and you lost, right? So, but if you took this one, right, you also lost. But if you took this one, you probably won, right? So it's like, I'm not going to teach you guys something that I know is going to be detrimental for your guys' trading, right? So I'm only going to show you the basic, again, the same things that I go over during these sessions, right? I'm going to show you the engulfing candles, so on and so forth, right? Pretty much going from the daily time frame all the way to the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we did on each market maker's pattern level. Okay, Mohammed. So I'll send you the EMA bounces. So I'll send you the rules with the EMA bounces. But everybody else who's just still a beginner trader, still getting the, how to get the roll of things. I'm gonna share you guys. I'm gonna share with you guys the basic rules, which it's the basic things in trading, right? Market structure. Are you uptrending? Are you downtrending? Are you looking for continuations? There's a whole bunch of rules, right? On my screen, you guys will always see I have the 30-minute gaps, I have the engulfing candles, but there's other things that I look at. I look for EMA crosses, I look for price bouncing off of EMAs. Depending on what level we're in, you use the 50 EMA or the 200 EMA. Depending what time frame you're on, you're looking at different EMA bounces as well. So there's a whole bunch of things that goes into this. But again, think about trading like collecting puzzle pieces, right? If you don't have a certain puzzle piece, you can't complete the puzzle, right? So think about it like a video game, right? In order to collect a certain puzzle piece, you need to unlock the previous puzzle piece. So if you don't know market structure, or let's start from the beginning. If you don't know the market maker's pattern, you're not going to be able to go look at where or how price is trending, right? So it all starts with the market maker's pattern. If you don't know what the market maker's pattern is yet, then it's going to be very difficult to follow these rules, but it's going to be very difficult to follow any type of rule if you don't have the market maker's pattern. right? That is the biggest difference. Again, you guys saw E on Discord. He took 11 trades this month and he lost 0 trades, right? But if you go look at other people's, a lot of people is the end of the month. A lot of people posted their winnings and losses. You guys see that they're winning 50% or less in their trades. And again, I say this with my whole heart, right? Respectfully. There's nothing wrong with having a 50%, 40%, 60%, 70% win rate. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you have risk management and you're profitable, that's all that matters. But we're all about precision here, right? If something isn't following your rules, if a trade doesn't look 100% juicy and looks really good, we're just not going to take it, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Planning to schedule a session with E this week. Gotta make sure everything is good. Yeah. Definitely do that. E is coming to Miami next weekend, I believe, on Saturday. So definitely use this time. I'm pretty sure he'll be available to do sessions when he's here as well. Use this time wisely with him, man. He'll really get you right, man. And he's everything he says and how he says it, it's all for the love of the game, bro. Nothing is personal. He just wants to make sure that everybody gets it right. Because again, a lot of the stuff that we're teaching really isn't difficult. It's just really about, and Muhammad, you know this a lot better than everybody else, right? It's really just about making sure you guys understand what it is that you're looking at, right? Muhammad's been with us already for over a year. He joined in 2023, November 2023. So you've been with us for over a year already, man. You already know what the deal is. And you were already taking good trades, what, 3-4 months into it? So, and we could tell you guys about hundreds of different students that we've had over the last 9 years, right? That he has had over the last 9 years. I only started teaching about 2 years ago, or no, a little bit more, maybe. What year is it? 2025. I started teaching in like 2022, 2020, end of 2021, going into 2022. So, it's definitely been a long road, man. I've met a lot of people, I've taught a lot of people, but Muhammad has been my number one. Muhammad's definitely been the number one so far. So any questions, guys, before we get started? Let me know. We've already been live for 15 minutes. We're definitely going to have a little bit of a longer session than usual, but any questions, let me know. Anything you guys want me to go over, any pairs, any entries you guys want me to look at, any charts you guys want me to look at, just let me know. We could do that first before we even start the session. If you guys want to put it in the Discord chat or even private message me on Discord with any questions, just let me know. We'll take the next couple minutes to kind of go over that. If not, then we'll just get started right away. Just let me know. We'll start at the 20-minute mark. I'll give you guys 5 minutes. Any questions? Any pairs you guys want me to go over before we start the session? Let me know. Mr. Galaxy was good. NU, would you say we're in V? V what? V1 or V2? There you go. V1, I got you. Let's go over that one real quick. I got you. So with NU, so NU at one point, right, we're technically still in V1. Right, if you look at this chart and you compare it to EU, it looks very identical. Right, very identical. Right, we had the 3 pushes to the bottom side. We started the first push. We have the first zone of consolidation, and then price went all the way back down to the safety zone. Right, the safety zone is the bottom of consolidation in an uptrend. Right, the only difference with NU and EU is that EU is not really at the bottom of our daily low compared to NU. Where'd NU go? Compared to NU went to the bottom of our daily zone. So we're still looking good with NU, right? NU also has a daily engulfing candle down here that I'm still expecting price to reach. If price decides to respect this engulfing candle, right, then this is where we'll start seeing price going back to the top side, right? And we still have this gap at the top of the market, right? We still have this gap that's over here in the 30-minute time frame. So right now for NU, we are technically still in V1. We're still in the first zone of consolidation. Again, however, right now, the way price is moving for a lot of these pairs, not only for NU, just across the board, every single pair is kind of moving weird, right? It's very rare for us to see price go all the way back down to the low of consolidation or to the back down to the previous lows that we've had. So, and you, just to answer your question, keep it simple. Right now, technically, we are still in V1. The only thing that would invalidate this market maker's pattern, which could happen, right? We've seen this happen on a lot of pairs, especially, you know, after elections or after very big news where the market just kind of does whatever. Is there a chance where price could just continue to melt even though we did look at our first zone consolidation or an uptrend? Absolutely, right? And that doesn't mean anything. That just means that the downtrend pattern hasn't shifted, right? And technically speaking, in the daily time frame, again, I'll say this as well. The reason why I rarely trade the first zone consolidation is because, again, what do I want to see? I want to see a change of character and a break of structure, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price gave us a little change of character, higher high. But we never got the break of structure, which is the 100% confirmation that we have turned around completely to start that uptrend push, right? So the fact that we only have a change of character, could this have been the inducement to just continue this downtrend push? Absolutely, right? And then if that's the case, then that would mean that this entire zone here is the second zone of consolidation, and we're still going to go lower. Because if you notice what NU, right, before we could have a before price could turn around, we need to make a new peak low price needs to reach the previous peak low. And if you notice on NU, price never reached the previous peak low. So technically speaking, could this just be push 1, first zone consolidation, push 2, second zone consolidation underneath the 800 EMA, and then we're looking for another push down to the bottom for push number 3? This could technically still be what we're looking at. So as of right now, I still have this as V1, but these next upcoming days, upcoming weeks, depending on how price reacts to this daily low down here, that's going to be our confirmation as to whether or not price is just going to continue to push to the top side or if price is still downtrending, right? So right now we're kind of in a situation where we just want to be a little patient, right? Just a little patient, nothing too crazy, right? But we still got to give this a little bit more time to kind of develop. And this is the reason why I'm not trading NU. If you notice that NU is not even part of the list that I trade, and it's because of that, right? Just wanted to confirm because it's not respecting the pattern cleanly. Yeah, exactly. Right, it's not. Very similar to EU, right? EU is also one that's not really respecting the pattern as much right now. Even though we did see a lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low, and we had a little break of structure, but price was just still in the zone of consolidation. But if you notice the difference between EU and NU, EU did give us a new low, right? EU gave us a new low. It gave us a new peak low, peak high, broke the previous peak low, and now we're looking for price to break our previous peak high, right? So EU looks a little bit more clean than NU, but again, NU could just be giving us the fake outs to the bottom to then continue to the top side, and this is why this engulfing candle is very important on NU. So again, even though I'm not trading NU and I'm not actively looking at NU every single day on the live sessions, this is still a pair that I'm keeping a very close eye on, especially in this area. And if you notice it just in the lower time frame, right, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, right? So the fact that the lower time frame already gave us a change of character as well, it could be a really good sign for us to start turning around. But we want to just be a little bit patient, just a little patient with NU before we start taking any trades on it. But no, that's a good eye, Galaxy. That's a really good eye. This was a good pair to go over real quick. So, very good question. Yeah, below the 800 sounds about right. It looks like it, right? It really does look like it. It looks like prices wanted to give us a very big zone of consolidation, which happens, right? We've had a zone of consolidation since 2022. We're in 2025. Very similar to USDCAD, right? Before USDCAD gave us this break of structure, we've been consolidating since 2022, right? And we ended up breaking these highs at the end of November in 2024, right? So just a few months ago. So with a lot of these pairs, again, the reason why I really enjoy the style that we trade here is because it gives you more confidence, right? If you know that the daily time frame is uptrending and you know the 4-hour time frame is uptrending and you know the 30-minute time frame is uptrending, are you going to be looking for longs or are you going to be looking for shorts, right? Or vice versa. If everything is downtrending, then you know we're going to start looking for shorts, right? But if one time frame is telling you one thing and the other time frame is telling you something else and the other time frame is telling you something else, then what are you going to do? You're just going to take a gamble, trade 50-50, let's see what happens? Like, there's no point in doing that. That's for me, that's too much work, right? I like getting onto my charts, like how you see me on the mornings where the live sessions are only an hour long, right? Or sometimes I don't even turn the stream on. If I don't turn the stream on, it's either because there's no trades at all, or something like Friday, it was my mom's birthday. I'm not gonna stream on my mom's birthday. You know how it is, right? But I just keep it simple, right? And then the trades that we take, you guys will see it on US30, you guys will see it on Bitcoin. The trades that we take are not piece of shit trades that you see other people taking 2 pips on gold. Like, we're not taking 2 pips on gold. We're taking 200, 300 pips on gold every single time we trade in just one session, right? It's not like we're holding trades for a week and 3 months. Like, no, we're holding trades for what, maybe an hour, max an hour. But for the most part, again, Muhammad has been here the longest. How many times have you seen us take trades and then go straight into profit, right? How many screenshots have you seen of us taking trades and it just goes straight into profit, right? And again, that just goes back to what I always say, right? High probability trade versus low probability trades, right? What position is gonna give me the most bang on my buck? And that's really all that it is at the end of the day. Any other questions, guys, before we get started? Let me know. Anything else you guys want me to explain? If not, we'll just get started. Again, not gonna take too much time out of your guys' weekend. I know for some of you it's already evening, already 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So I'm gonna try to get this done quickly, so that we'll get our charts ready for tomorrow morning's trading session. And also, I do want to say Sunday next week, or this upcoming Sunday, the 9th, I believe. Yeah, the 9th, I probably will not be home. So I probably won't do the live session on Sunday. If anything, I'll either do it, let me think, what's the plan for me next weekend? If anything, I'll probably do the weekly market breakdown on Saturday. And I'll probably do it at around 1:30, 2 p.m. Similar as today, right? But it'll be done on Saturday instead of Sunday. Or if I don't have time to do it on Saturday, I'll probably record it on Friday evening and then I'll post it on Sunday for you guys. So then that way on Monday, the live trading session, everybody will have their charts ready and we're all on the same page. But I'll keep you guys posted on what the plans are. I'm still not 100% sure what it is that I'm going to be doing, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted. Zero drawdown. And even if we do get drawdown, it's very minimal. Very, very minimal drawdown. Alright guys, no other questions? Let's get started. So for AU, we know we're still in A2. We're in the second zone consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the bottom. Right, price went to our bottom of our daily zone and gave us just a testing candle. No break of structures just yet. We have two 30-minute gaps at the top of the market. So again, I'm just kind of waiting it out, right? Waiting to see what the market wants to do. Does the market want to give us a break of structure first and then just continue the trend to give us a new peak low, right, all the way down here to then continue the uptrend push? Or does price want to start giving us rejections of the bottoms the same way we did the previous 4 times and go back to the top side? That's pretty much what we're waiting for at this point. We know we had 3 months of drop. This month, we're already at the end of the month. You can see that price gave us a no net. So technically speaking, again, price reset. So could price continue this downtrend push? Of course, 100%. In the lower time frames, we know we had lower low, lower low, change of character, higher high. So again, the fact that price never gave us a change of character and then the break of structure, again, lets me know that price might not continue this push to the top side. Right, we also had a daily engulfing candle going long, a bullish engulfing candle. Price tapped into it, went straight into profit, right? But then price came right back down to it. So I already know that this zone over here, right, this zone that we have is a very weak zone, which is also already an indication for us to let us know that price is most likely not going to continue that uptrend push, right? So right now, no continuations on the daily time frame. Right now, all we can see is that price is still making lower lows and lower highs. Right, in the 4-hour time frame, same thing. We had a little change of character, never had a break of structure. We had a gap in the beginning of last week. Right, we had 2 weeks of counter rise. Price did not give us that 3rd week high. Right, that 3rd week high would have been the break of structure. Right, that 3rd week high would have given us the confirmation that price will continue the push to the top side. But what did price do? It went right back down to the bottom and gave us a week of drop. So no continuations, and this is where we could start seeing the gap. Right now, only do we have a gap. Let's go take a step back real quick. Do we have any engulfing candles, any more going short? So nothing in the daily, nothing in the 4. Right now in the 1 hour time frame, we have 2 engulfing candles to keep an eye on. We have this engulfing candle up here, which at this point I'm not really expecting price to come back up here, but we also have another engulfing candle over here in the 1 hour time frame. Right, little green, green, red, right? And let's go to the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame, we have 3-4 days of drop, and then on Friday price gave us a no net, right? And let's start looking at the rules, right? Well, we have 4 days of drop. Isn't it only supposed to be 3? Well, let's take a look. We had a gap on the first day. We had a second day of drop. On the third day, we had a gap, reset the trend, right? On the fourth day, it looked good, and on Thursday going into Friday, no gaps, right? So we had a gap on the third day, reset the trend, and gave us another day of drop, right? So right now for AU, we just got to be a little patient, right? Price in the 30-minute time frame, we're still trending pretty much similar to the 4-hour highs and 4-hour lows, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price went up and gave us a higher high change of character. So we're still trading between this higher high, right, and this higher low down here, right? So right now we're kind of in the middle between our 4-hour highs and low. We're in the middle of our 30-minute highs and 30-minute lows. Again, this is where the market makers are just trapping traders, right? So very similar to what I was just saying, right? What do you mean by trapping traders? Well, what do you see here as a trader, right? If you know market structure, what do you see here, right? You see double tops, right? You see double bottoms, right? You see another double bottom, you see another extended double bottom, right? You have another double bottom, you have another double bottom, right? And if you notice how price is reacting, price is just trapping traders, right? Price is trapping traders who are looking at charts zoomed in like this, right? Who have no clue that price is downtrending, and they think that just because, oh, double bottom, we're gonna start going up, boom, what happens? If you think that this is a break of structure retest, you went straight into fucking stop loss, right? Similar to this, right? If you think that this is a break of structure double top or double bottom and you thought price is going to continue to push to the top side, what happened? Boom, price went right into your stop loss, right? So this is why market structure and looking at the trend and understanding the rules as to why the market is moving the way it is, that's going to save you guys so much money, and it's going to save you guys a heartbreak, right? Start waiting for price to trend. Once price is trending, once price is in zones where you could feel comfortable and confident enough to take a trade, that's when you should really start taking a trade, right? So right now we still have these engulfing candles. Right now price is still making lower lows and lower highs. So right now no continuations. Again, the fact that we're at the low of our daily lows, I'm still going to be a little patient with AU. Or before I could start trading AU, I want to start seeing again the same thing we waited for the other trades that we took on AU. We want to see a 372. We want to see continuations. We want to see 2 weeks of drop, 2 months of drop, right? We want to see that break of structure below our daily zone before we could continue to start taking trades, right? So just going to be a little patient with AU, but AU is looking really good, right? 30-minute time frame, no engulfing candles. So just going to take a step back, take it easy real quick, and we'll get back to it. Any questions so far with AU? Anything that didn't make sense, let me know. Anything you guys want me to explain about the market maker's pattern, anything you guys want me to explain about market structure, let me know. Alright, with EA, we're in V2, we're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side. We had a month of rise last month. This month, we're very close to being a no net. So I'm not going to update this one just yet. We're going to wait till the market open. I'm going to wait till tomorrow's trading session to update what we have on EA on the daily time frame. So we'll just take a step back on EA just for a second. On the 4-hour time frame, we had a week of rise last week. Well, the week before, and then this week that just passed, we have a second week of rise. Perfect. Could we expect price to give us a third week push to the top side? Is very likely, right? Not only do we have a 2 weeks of rise, but we had a zone of consolidation. We had the break of structure of the zone of consolidation. Now we have the retest. Perfect. What more do we want to see? What more do we want to see, guys? What more do we want to see, right? Level 3, Mohammed, you know what we're looking for on level 3? Right, level 3, we're looking for price to bounce off the 50 EMA. That's exactly where we're at right now. Right, a little rejection of the lows, and now we want to start seeing higher highs and higher lows in the lower time frames, in the 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame. We want to start seeing those higher highs and higher lows. Right now we had higher high, higher low. So now let's update this real quick. Let's delete this. Right, so we had, boom, higher high. I'm gonna mark this like this, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, boom, lower low. Right, so we know that we're trading. Let's update this now with our 30-minute lines, right? Because I'm not gonna say higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, lower high. That's just too much to really look at when all of this is trending the same way. Right, so we had, let's move this real quick and let's move this real quick. Also, you guys can see what it is that I'm doing. Right, we had higher high, boom, higher low, and this is where we had our change of character. Right, and change this to red since that's a bearish change of character. And we know that we're trading between this higher high and this lower low over here. Right, so what I'm looking for is the lowest red candle, and is the body of this red candle, and the lowest candle, which is that green wick. Same thing for the highs. We're looking for the last green candle before the push down is going to be the body of this green candle, and then the highest candle is that red wick. So I know that I'm trading between this high and this low, and right now we have just a day of drop, no continuation. But again, the fact that we have 2 weeks of rise, I will be expecting price to give me that third push to the top side. So this is third week high. Change this to red, and boom, we already know EA is going to be on our list. And as a matter of fact, what I'm also going to start doing for us in the let's see, do we have a channel on our Discord where we could daily watch list? Okay, so I'm gonna put 02, 03, watch list, right? And then we're gonna put EA, right? Euro AUD, third week high. Perfect. Right, I'm gonna start putting on our Discord what trades we're looking for, so that way we could wake up and know exactly what it is that we're looking for. So EA will be looking for that third week push to the top side. Real quick, in the 4-hour daily time frame, do we have any engulfing candles that we could look at? We had a green green red, or I'm sorry, red red green, but it's not a engulfing candle. Anything down here? No. We had a fake 4-hour engulfing here. Nothing at the top, nothing at the bottom. On the hour, we had a very weak engulfing candle. I don't like this engulfing candle here. Nothing in the 1 hour. Nothing in the 30-minute just yet. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this going into the rest of the week. Right, but EA is looking good, right? EA right now is the #1 pair on my list to keep an eye on. Right? EU, we are still in V1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. We're right now at the bottom of the zone of consolidation is our safety trade. We had 3 months of drop. After 3 months of drop, the market must move sideways or go up, and we move sideways. Right, so again, no continuations just yet on the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we had 2 weeks of rise, this week being the third week. Even though we had a gap in the market, price still gave us a new high, but then finished low. The fact that price gave us such a steep pullback towards the end of the week, I'm not expecting price to really go back up to the top side. However, I'm still going to mark it as a rise drop. Right, we have no engulfing candles in the daily time frame, no engulfing candles in the 4-hour, right? And on the 30-minute time frame, what is price doing? Still making lower lows and lower highs. We had 3 days of drop. Friday being the 4th day, we still went down to the bottom. And again, same examples. Let's see if we had any gaps. Right, first day of drop, good. Second day of drop, we had a gap in the market. Right, third day of drop, we had a gap in the market. Resets the trend. So price technically, again, could still be pushing down to the bottom side. Right, what do we want to see before we take these trades? We want to see higher highs and higher lows. We want to see a change of character, break of structure. Right now, price is still giving lower low, lower high, right? And technically speaking, all of this is part of the same lower low. We still don't really have a set lower low since price is still here, but I'm just gonna mark it like this for now, right? We're still making lower lows and lower highs. So at this moment for the 4-hour time frame, right, I am gonna mark this as a 3rd week variation, right? A 4th week push, right? 3rd week high variation. Still going to keep a close eye on EU, but I'm not really looking for anything too specific just yet, right? I still want to see higher highs and higher lows. So let's put this down on the Discord as well. EURUSD, 3rd week high variation, 4th week push after a drop rise week. Mr. Axis, I got your DM, and Albert, I got your message as well, my brother. So I'll go over your questions once I finish these. Once I finish with these pairs. EUROCAD in the daily time frame. We are still in V1, right? This is still a pair that has a gap at the bottom of the market. We still don't have a clean break of structure of a highs, so we're still just kind of waiting it out, right? Before I take any trades on ECAD, I either want to see a break of structure or I want to see a continuation, right? We have 2 months of rise, this month being the 3rd month. I am expecting price to give me a new push to the top side again. However, price at the end of the month finished at the high without a pullback. So I'm not really expecting price to continue this push to the top side. I'm not really. Before anything else, I would love for ECAD to just give me a pullback, fill this gap up, and then continue the push to the top side. But it could do whatever it wants to do, right? Could it just give us the break of structure first and then give us a retest, right? A higher low to fill the gap and then continue the push to the top side? Absolutely. Right, so right now for ECAD, I'm just kind of taking it easy. I'm not really forcing any trades on ECAD. The ECAD is one of those pairs that look really good. Right, we had 2 weeks of rise. This week being the 3rd week, price gave us a new high and finished on a rise no net. So again, this pair is very similar to EU. Right, could we expect price to give us a 4th week push to the top side? Absolutely. The only thing I don't like about ECAD, again, looking for these longs, the fact that we have an exhaustion candle at the top already letting me know that price is most likely not going to want to push to the top side, right? But again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep an eye on the pair. We're going to name this 3rd week high variation, right? And then we're going to go to the Discord and do the same thing, right? So EUROCAD is the same thing as EU, right? 3rd week high, 4th week variation. So we'll continue to monitor EU or ECAD going into next week. GA, overall market makers pattern, we're in V2. We're looking for that 3rd push to the top side, right? In V2, we're looking for the break of structure, which we got, right? And we got the retest, right? Very similar to the other pair that we had as well. It had a little zone of consolidation, broke above it, gave us a retest, and then started the push to the top side. We had a month of rise last month. This month, well, at the end of January, price ended up giving us a month of drop, so no continuations in the daily time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, okay, I'm like, something's not right here. Why did I not have to turn off the session breaks? The 2nd week of rise, right? We have 2 weeks of rise. Perfect. Could we expect the 3rd week push to the top side? Absolutely. We're looking good. Yoo-hoo, GA, give me that push. 3rd week high. Right, not only do we have a 3rd week high, but we had a 4-hour engulfing candle. Right, price tapped into it and went straight into profit. Right, so this might be a pair that we're already too late into, but we'll look at it in a lower time frame as well. Right, on the 30-minute time frame, right, price was giving us, let's take a look at where we have our higher high, higher low, right? So we had a change of character, we had the break of structure, and price never really gave us a pullback. Price just continued to trend to the top side. This is one of those situations where I'm not going to say this is higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Like, this is all part of the same trend, right? So we know that we're trading between this high right, and this low all the way at the bottom. right? We have a day of drops, so no continuations, but we do have 2 weeks of rise. So could we expect price to continue to push up to the top side? Absolutely. Right, and what do I want to see now in the lower time frames? I want to see an engulfing candle, right? In the 5 minute, 1 minute time frame, I want to start seeing my change of character break of structures, which right now we still don't have. Right, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price went lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, so right now we're still being a little patient with GA, but GA is looking good. Right, so GA, same thing. We have a continuation in the 4-hour time frame, so GBPAUD, this is a third week high. So GA is looking good. It's definitely going to be one on my watch list going into this upcoming week. Again, guys, any questions, let me know. And we'll go over the questions. Any pairs you guys want me to go over in specific, let me know. And we'll do that as well. GCAD, right? We had level 1. First zone of consolidation, V1. Level 2. Right? What are we looking for now? We're looking for price to give us our second zone of consolidation. Right? But we also know that we're still in an uptrend. We had a month of rise for the month of January, or for the month of December. For the month of January, we have a month of no net where price just moves sideways. Right? So no continuations in the daily time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, we had a week of rise. Then this previous past week gave us a second week of rise. Very similar to ECAD. Right? ECAD gave us a second week of rise, but price finished at the high of the second week push. Right? And price also gave us an exhaustion candle. So this is not a higher probability trade for me to be comfortable saying like, oh yeah, price is going to continue to push to the top side. Right? Not only that, let's update our 30-minute lows and highs. We have our 30-minute higher high, higher low, higher high, and we're trading between this higher low over here and this higher high. This is a very big higher high. I don't ever want to use such a big wick. With that being said, we're going to have to kind of say this is the zone that we're trading in. For now, we'll keep it like this for now. We have 2 days of rise. Price gave us a third day high and finished on a third day high. So I'm not gonna put GCAD as a pair on the watch list, but we're gonna keep an eye on it going into the new week and see what price wants to do. Take a sip of water real quick, guys. Any questions, guys, so far? Anything you guys want me to explain again? Again, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. We're pretty much almost done here. We're only missing a few more pairs. We're missing about 6 pairs. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll give you guys a few seconds. I'll give you guys 30 seconds here to ask any questions, anything you guys want me to go over again. Anything at all, just let me know. No questions? Alright. Oh, let me check Discord too. I know some of you guys are active in the Discord asking questions, sending me DMs. No questions from... Okay, no problem. Alright, so GJ, in the daily time frame, we're still in peak high territory, right? We're still trading within the previous higher high and higher low. We had a month of rise for the month of December. For the month of January, we had a month of drops, so no continuations just yet in the daily time frame. Right, in the 4-hour time frame, we know that we're still in this little zone of consolidation. At one point, we had 3 weeks of drop. After 3 weeks of drop, the market must go up or move sideways. It ended up going up. And then this week, price again opened up with a gap, filled the gap up, and then started going down and gave us a week of drop. So no continuations in the 4-hour time frame either. And on the 30-minute time frame, we were looking for a change of character, break of structure to continue that uptrend push. All we had was a change of character, where price gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high change of character, which we know gave us this low and this high, right? I have this as a little higher high, higher low, but we're going to change this, right? This is not the correct zone. We were talking about that last week, right? So technically we're still trading between this high. Come on, little triangle. Thank you. Right, we're pretty much still trading between this high and this low over here. right? And then we have no continuations in the 30-minute time frame either. We have 2 days of drop, counter, going against the trend. On the third day, price gave us a new low and then gave us a day of rise. So because this is counter, not against the trend, I'm not going to say that price is going to give us a 4th day push to the bottom since it's against the overall market maker's pattern. Right, so GJ, we just got to be a little patient with GJ. Again, I haven't really taken any GJ trades as of recently, but I'm going to be patient with GJ. We'll wait it out and we'll see what price wants to do. Once we start trending, I'll start taking those trades again. GU in the daily time frame, we are in V1, right? First zone consolidation, we're looking for the break of structure. We got the break of structure. We're looking for the retest and we got the retest. Now on this retest, let's go to the weekly time frame. We know we had a weekly engulfing candle where price is now tapping into it. So could this be where price is finally going to turn around? Absolutely. Right? We have 2 weeks, or I'm sorry, we had 3 weeks of drop. But again, this week, price gave us another week of drop. And again, the reason as to why price is doing that, oh, I'm sorry, this is a month of drop. Right? The reason why price is doing that, we had 1 month of drop. On the second month, price gave us a gap. It reset the trend. Right? So then it gave us another week, or another month, I'm sorry. Then we have another month. Right? So technically speaking, we have 1, 2, 3. This is the third month. So this month, for February, I'm not expecting price to continue that downtrend push. Right? This is where I'm expecting price to start turning around. And you start noticing how, again, collecting the pieces of the puzzle. We have a weekly engulfing candle. We already have 3 months of drop. Is this the month where we're finally going to start looking for prices to start turning around? It could happen. In the 4-hour time frame, we're still trading between the previous lower low and lower high. We had a week of rise. Then this week, price gave us a gap in the market, reset the trend, and we went right back down to the bottom. Right? We don't have any engulfing candles in the daily, nothing on the 4. I want to check the 1 hour real quick, just to kind of gauge where we're at. We have a little engulfing candle here that price tapped into already, but this is not a strong engulfing candle anyway, so I'm not going to mark that in the 1 hour. And on the 30-minute time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, and then price went right back down and gave us another change of character, lower low. So we know that we're trading between this high over here, right, and we're trading between this low over here. Right, these lows still haven't been set just yet, so we might have to update this going into the new week, and we have 2 days of counter drop. So since it's against the trend, again, I'm not going to mark this as a 372. What I'll be looking for on GU is for price to start turning around. Once we start seeing higher highs and higher lows, that's when I'll start trading. Right, in the 5-minute time frame, we're doing lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, and then price went back down and gave us another change of character, lower low. So once price starts giving me higher highs and higher lows, that's when I'll start taking these trades. Right, so GU just gonna take a step back, not really going to do anything. I'm still gonna keep this on the watch list since we have that engulfing candle. So let's add that to our watch list. GBPUSD weekly bullish engulfing candle. Go on to the next one, US30. Right, so US30, this is a pair that I took a trade on Friday, and we'll go over that. Right, in the daily time frame. Daily time frame, we're in peak high territory. Right, price is still in the daily time frame making higher high, higher low, higher high. Right. Notice how price reached our daily high. We also have a month of rise. Right, no continuations. On the 4-hour time frame, we had 1, 2, 3 weeks of rise, right? This week was the 3rd week push. Yes, we had a gap in the market, reset the trend. So could price continue this higher high and higher low? Absolutely. There's no doubt about it, right? But right now we're looking good, right? After price gave us this new high, after price reached our daily high and it reached our 4-hour high and it reached our 30-minute high, price printed a 4-hour engulfing candle, right? Once price gave us that engulfing candle, which happened on Friday during the NYC session from 6 in the morning all the way till 10 o'clock, right? If we go down to the 30-minute time frame, right, what's another thing that we see, right? We know that we had a little type 1 pattern and a downtrend where price consolidates between Asia and London, goes up, gives you a double top, right? And you'll see that in the lower time frames, 15 or the 5-minute time frame, right? And then price started going down, right? Boom, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, boom, retest. The retest again was the engulfing candle. The retest on the 5-minute time frame, 1-minute time frame was a change of character, break of structure, right? Stop loss was above that 1-minute. Well, if we go to the 1-minute, right? Sorry, I was on the 5, right? We had higher high, higher low, higher high, boom, change of character, lower low, lower high, break of structure, lower low, boom, lower high. We have the retest. The entry not only was the retest of the previous break of structure in the 1-minute time frame, but it was also the retest of the 4-hour engulfing candle, right? And instead of using a 127 pip stop loss, I was able to use a 22 pip stop loss, right? Beautiful. That's it. That's literally the exact same entry that we look for every single time we hop on the charts, right? And as soon as price tapped into our break of structure, as soon as price tapped into our engulfing candle, what happened? Price went straight into profit, right? What's our STP for the day? Our STP for the day was 345 pips, right? And if you notice, once again, 345 pips for the day was around this area. But since we never had any traffic, it was just straight red candle. I was able to hold, and I just held from yesterday's low, right? Could I have held for a little bit longer? Of course, but I'm not greedy, right? I was already greedy enough taking a little bit more than STP. You know, I'm only capturing what I know I could get. Once I started seeing that price started slowing down here, as you can see these crazy wicks, that's when I got out of the trade, and that was it. How many trades last month? I think I took a total of 5 trades. I took 2 trades on Friday, and then the 3 other trades that I took was spread out through the month. But I only took 5 trades last month for the month of January. Right, so let's go back real quick. Right, so we have a month of rise, we have 3 weeks of rise, no continuations. On the 4-hour time frame, let's update our 4-hour high because this is a little bit higher. Right, we have this 4-hour high up here. And on the 30-minute time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price gave us a lower low change of character. So we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high and this 30-minute low. We have a day of drop. So US30, just gonna keep it simple, right? US30, we're still uptrending, technically speaking. So right now, I'm just gonna wait to see what price wants to do. If we could get a change of character, and if price could give us a pullback, and then continue and give us a break of structure going short, then I'll start taking more pairs, more trades going short. If not, we're just gonna keep it easy, right? We're gonna wait to see price give us a break of structure of our daily high, retest to continue, or this is where price is just going to reject the highs to continue that push down to the bottom. How many losses? No losses. 5-0. He took 11 trades. He did 50% more than me, man. He's the real market killer. I'm just starting out, man. But yeah, I took 5 trades. Out of those 5 trades, no losses. It's been 5-0. And out of those 5 trades, 1 trade didn't go to STP. I had to close out early. So technically speaking, 4 trades were really good. 1 other trade was a little forced, but that was during one of the sessions that we had, one of the trading sessions. I believe it was EA or ECAD that we took. I believe it was EA, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, what pair was I on? I'm lost. US30. Okay. USDCAD. Risking 1%. No, not with all trades. So the way I calculate my risk and what I risk is depending on the setup. If it's a high probability setup, then I'll risk anywhere between 5 to 10%. If it's a low probability trade where I just take it because it looks good but not all of my rules are being followed, then I'll risk 1%. I'll risk anywhere between a 0.5% to a 2%. But for the most part, it depends on the trade that I take. And it depends on the pair too, right? How much the stop loss is, if it's a big stop loss, if it's a little stop loss. Like for example, that US30 trade, it was a 5% risk. The Bitcoin trade that I took was a 1% risk. So it just depends on the setup. It depends on how the entry looks, where the entry is, where my stop loss is going to be at. If it's a tight stop loss, like again, if if it's a 22 pip stop loss on US30, I'm risking 5%, right? That's a US30 is a heavy hitter. But if it's a, let's say, a 20 pip stop loss, I'm only going to be risking anywhere between a 0.5% to a 2%. But again, it all depends on the setup. It depends on how good that entry is and the probability of the entry as well. USDCAD, we are in level 3, right? We had first push V1, second push V2, third push to the top side, and we're looking for price to reach our previous peak high, right? We had 3 months of rise. After 3 months of rise, the market must move sideways or go up or go down. But price decided to move sideways, and at the end of the month, literally the last 2 days of the month, price decided to push up to the top side and give us another push to the top side. Now let's look. Do we have any gaps in the market? So for this third push, we did not have a gap. On the second push, we had a gap. So technically speaking, we had 1 month of rise. On the second month, price opened with a gap, reset the trend, and then started going back to the top side, right? So technically speaking, we're still good. We're still trending, right? This is good though. In the 4-hour time frame, we had a zone of consolidation, right? In this zone of consolidation, price finally gave us a break of structure, right? Technically, not even a clean break of structure. We're still testing. So we're still pretty much consolidating in this zone. Let me move my consolidation to here so you guys can see none of these candles really gave us a break of structure. Not yet, at least. Right? We had a week of drop, and then last week price gave us a week of rise, no continuations. In the 4-hour time frame, we had high, higher, low, higher, high. Price gave us a testing candle low, but then price came up, and we are now getting a break of structure as well. So we are trading between, again, this is a very big wick, but we'll keep it like this just for now until we have another set zone for this. Technically, we're trading between this high and this low in the 4-hour time frame. And on the 30-minute time frame, we had low, high, lower low, higher high, right? Change of character, and then price gave us a break of structure. So we're trading between this 30-minute low. We're trading between these 30-minute lows. And again, this 30-minute high is a very big wick. So for now, I'm just going to keep it, buddy, come on. Thank you. From here to here. We had 3 days of rise, which Thursday gave us a day of rise, and then Friday, right, we had a 372. And then Friday, we're very close to being a no net. 24 pips out. We'll mark it as a day of rise, and we'll update this tomorrow morning if we need to. USDZAR, 2 days of rise. All right, let's go to the daily time frame first. Right, daily time frame, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side. But again, we know we have this gap at the bottom of the market. We had 3 months of rise. After 3 months of rise, the market must go sideways or go down, and we ended up going down. Again, this is a very close no net. We're 61 pips out. We'll update this if we need to a no net. In the 4-hour time frame, we had 2 weeks of counter drop. Price ended up giving us a week of rise, no continuations. And on the 30-minute, again, we have 2 days of rise. Am I expecting price to give me a third push? At this point, not really, so I'm not going to put this on our watch list. We'll just be patient with USDZAR. We're almost done here, guys. We're just 2 more pairs. These pairs usually go by pretty quick, so any questions before we finish, let me know. Anything you guys want me to go over, just let me know. Gold, we're in peak high territory. We're still making higher highs and higher lows in the daily time frame. We have a month of rise, no continuation just yet. In the 4-hour time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, and then price gave us another change of character, higher high at this point. Right, so we're trading between this change of character over here, Right, we know that we're trading now between this 4-hour low and this 4-hour higher high over here. We had a gap in the market, gave us another week of rise. And on the 30-minute time frame, we have higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low change of character. And then price gave us another higher high change of character over here. Right, we know we're trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high over here. Brother, why is this not working? Come on, man. Thank you. Right, and then this day of rise is very close to being a no net, 22 pips out. So I'm not going to update this until tomorrow morning. Once we see this tomorrow morning, I'll update this if it's a no net or 2 days of rise. But the fact that we're at a higher high, I'm also not expecting a 372 to be made. The fact that we have 5 weeks where price has just been pushing up to the top side, that's also another indication. I'm not really expecting price to continue. This is what, a 4-hour high? Let me change the settings real quick. Visibility, turn this off to just the 4-hour. There you go. Bitcoin, daily time frame. Right, so Bitcoin in the daily time frame, we know we're in level 3. Right, at this point, we're pretty much in peak high territory. We had push 1, first zone consolidation, push number 2, second zone consolidation, and push number 3. We had 3 months of rise, then price gave us a month of drop, and then price gave us another month of rise. Right, no continuations. We're still trading technically between this high, right? In the 4-hour time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high. So we're still trading between this high and this low. Let me delete some of these drawings, man. Hold on, give me a second, guys. There you go. Right, and then we had a week of no net, and then this week price gave us a week of drop, no continuations. Right, and then on the 30-minute time frame, Wednesday, Thursday, right? First and foremost, let's look at our 30-minute high. So we had higher high, higher low, higher high, boom, lower low, change of character, lower high, and then price gave us a lower low testing, but it's still a lower low, right? So we know that we're trading between this lower high over here, right? Lower low. I'm sorry, lower high, and then this lower low over here. Right, and then the trade that I took on Friday, which is a simple 372. Right, we had 2 days of rise, Wednesday and Thursday. On Friday, price gave us a zone of consolidation, right, in the lower time frame, which was the 5-minute, which is where I took this entry. Price ended up giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, and gave us a little change of character, higher high, higher low, right? And the reason why I took a just 1% risk is, again, as you can see, we never had a break of structure after the change of character, right? And our stop loss, looking at the zones that we're trading in, was a 44 pip stop loss. I'm not going to be risking 5% on a 44 pip stop loss. It just makes no sense, right? But we had a gap in the 5-minute time frame, right? Price came down, it filled the gap up, and that's where I took the trade, right? And again, the stop loss was just below the low before the break, and then my take profit was a 372 at 162 pips, right? So that's the reason why. Again, it just depends on my rules, right? It depends on how much I'm going to risk. Again, high probability versus low probability. If it's a low probability trade, if I take it, it's going to be risking anywhere between 1%, 0.5% to 2%, right? And at this point, we have 3 days where price has just been pushing down on Bitcoin. So year was good, Kendall. Check the Discord and share your idea on what they're saying. I got you. Let me finish off here and then I'll go over there real quick. Last pair for the day, guys, US oil, and then I'll go over the the Discord. So we have lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Lower high, lower low, and we can see that price is most likely going to give us that push. I'm not gonna update oil just yet. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow. 4-hour time frame. We had a week of drop. Let me add another line here, guys. Give me 1 second. Sunday at 1800, which is 6 p.m. Add a few lines so we don't have to do this every week. Right, we have a week of drop. This week, price gave us a week of no net, so no continuations just yet. And then on the daily time frame, we have a month of rise, and then this month price gave us no net as well. Right, and we know that US oil, we're in A1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the bottom. But again, price is still in the zone of consolidation. So the same way that price rejected the lows twice and went back to the top side, could the same thing happen here where we reject the lows and go back to the top side? Absolutely. So US oil, I'm just going to be a little patient with that. Diddy Kendall, bro. Fuck Diddy Kendall. Who the fuck is Mike Diddy, man? That guy's a freak. Shit, I forgot to continue to add to the watch list. The last one we did was GU with the weekly engulfing. US30, we didn't have anything just yet. USDCAD, USDZAR, nothing yet, just yet. Gold is in peak high, Bitcoin is in peak high, US oil is in the zone of consolidation. So the only pairs that we really have for this week that look really good as of right now is again Euro AUD, Euro USD, EURCAD, and GA and GU. So I just posted that in the Discord for you guys in the daily watch list channel. Trading discussion, let me see. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Access, I just accepted your friend request on Discord. Hello, my brother. I got you, Access. I'll send you. I'll send you my rules, Access. No worries. Mr. Albert said, okay, bro. Where did you post? I'm sorry. What was I looking for? Oh, you said check the Discord and see what they're saying. Yeah. So pretty much on Monday, right? Mr. Long, right on the 28th. No, not on the 28th. Sorry. Mr. Long, and we spoke about this during the session that he first spoke about US30. Which day was it that he first spoke about US30? Yeah, so the 28th he spoke about US30. Right, on the 20th, which was sorry, I was looking at the fucking I'm fried. Tuesday. Right, so if we look on US30 on Tuesday. Right, if we go to Tuesday. Right, Tuesday, which was here. He was already speaking about shorts on US30 on Tuesday. Right, where at this point, again, our job as traders is to not only assume, right? I don't want to say assume because it's not really about assumptions. It's more about US30 gold. I didn't say US30 gold. Am I tweaking? US30 on Tuesday, right? Price was still giving us higher highs and higher lows. Right? Not only that, but again, it just goes back to our rules, like what we just spoke about. We have 2 weeks of rise, right? This week we were expecting price to give us a new weekly high to begin with, right? By Tuesday, we still haven't made that new high yet. We still haven't really broken those highs. It wasn't until Friday, right? So yeah, on a Monday, right, the same way we do it here on the weekly market breakdown, I could start assuming what price is gonna do, But before price could continue that downtrend push, or before price could turn around, we need to see the first set of rules being hit, which is we need to see that third weekly high, right? Not only that, but by Tuesday, price gave us 2 days of rise, right? What do we know? After 2 days of rise, the market must give you a third push, right? On the third push, which was Wednesday, price gave us a rise drop. What do we know about if price doesn't finish on a rise and finishes on a rise drop or on a rise no net? We know that we're going to get a fourth push to the top side. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we were still expecting price to go up. It wasn't until Friday, when Friday gave us that third weekly high, Friday tapped into our daily highs, Friday tapped into our 4-hour high, Friday tapped into our 30-minute high. That's when we wanted to start seeing price turn around, right? Not only were we already tapped into our highs for every single time frame, but we also made a 4-hour engulfing candle. So again, exactly what I told him in the Discord. You're not wrong, right? Your analysis isn't wrong. It's just about, number one is how you say it, because if you start sounding like you're egomaniac, that's just, fuck that. I'm not gonna give you any. I don't want to say any respect. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm just not gonna pay attention to you. Like, it is what it is, right? Because first and foremost, if on Tuesday you would have taken this trade going short, you would have been in drawdown for how long, right? If you would have taken a trade on Tuesday going short, you would have been in 237 pip drawdown. I'm good off of that. I'm not gonna do that, right? We have to wait for our confirmations. We have to wait for price to start turning around. Every single day from Tuesday to Friday, price was still giving you higher highs and higher lows. It wasn't until Friday. Friday was when price gave you that 1 minute lower low, lower high, the change of character, the break of structure. It gave you the 4-hour engulfing candle. On the 4-hour engulfing candle, we also had the retest of the break of structure in the lower time frame. Like, this was a beautiful trade on Friday. So again, it wasn't that he was wrong, but again, every single time frame right now on US30 is still giving us higher highs and higher lows, right? Could this higher high, could this higher low that price is going to do right now, could this just be a retest to continue to push to the top side? Absolutely, right? And again, understanding that we have gaps in the market that reset the trends, we understand that price could technically continue that push to the top side. So, oh, I'm asking to look at US30 gold. I got you. Caught after stream. I don't know, bro. I don't want to play rank play. That's a fact. Cause that shit is filled with cheaters. That shit. I almost broke that new controller that I got yesterday. I almost smashed that shit on the floor. So I definitely won't be playing rank play. I'll be playing. If I do get on caught, it'll be on 8s. But I'm down to play 8s if you're down. But I don't know if I'll be on. I'll let you know. But that's the thing with US30. Like right now, US30, we're still at a higher high, higher low. This trade that we took, it was pretty much just a pullback. Anything else after that, I'm not 100% sure on US30. Gold is pretty similar, right? Gold, we're in the highest point in the market. We're at a higher high. Price just broke above our previous higher high in the daily time frame. We have no continuations. We have 5 weeks where price has been pushing up to the top side. Again, with gaps in the market that reset the trend. So we understand that this is completely understandable in the market. But now it's pretty much similar to what we said about a lot of these pairs. It's like, we have a change of character. We don't have a break of structure. Could this higher high just give us a push into a higher low to continue into the higher high? Of course. So it's very similar to all my other examples. Like before I take a trade on US30, before I take a trade on gold, I need to make sure that I have engulfing candles. I need to make sure that I have a change of character, break of structure. I need to make sure that we're following the trends. I don't want to take a trade going short thinking that, oh, we're at the highest point. But at the end of the day, what do we know about right now in the 4-hour time frame? What does this look like? Right? What could this turn into? This could be a flag post pattern. So, there's no point in me taking a trade going short just to get a 23.6% pullback. Right? I rather wait for price to give me that 23% pullback, the 38.2% pullback, to then get a trade going long from the higher low to go into a higher high. So that's really what I would be looking for. On gold, on US30, on Bitcoin, that's pretty much what it looks like right now. They all look pretty identical. But that's pretty much it, guys. Any other questions? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything at all, just let me know. Once Kendall dropping the course, bro, that guy Kendall, he's a fluke, man. Fuck that. He saw hell nah. Yo, facts, Kendall. How'd your first day go, or how'd your first week go? Well, you started on Thursday. How'd work go on Thursday? You had a good time or what? Seems you love playing COD now. Hey man, that's what I'm fucking saying. That guy's a COD professional now. Greatness is never rushed. That is, yo, I agree. You know, just because he said that, I fuck with you. You're right. Don't listen to these clowns, Kendall. They'll never know, man. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. Smooth just putting in work to reinvest. Yes, sir. That's important, man. Okay, remember that conversation we had, man. Fuck what everybody says. Fuck what everybody thinks. Again, a whole bunch of people on the internet are gonna make you feel like shit for working a regular job, but who's not working a regular job? All these clowns are working regular jobs, and they're not doing shit to get out of their situation. So you're one step. You're not even one step. You're fucking 1,500 steps ahead of everybody else, man. So fucking put your head down, keep grinding, keep doing what you gotta do, my brother. You guys got a course jumper. We used to have a website, and we had a course like it had like step by steps on everything. But the website that we had was hacked. I have all the videos. I was fortunate enough to be able to download all the videos and all the lessons that we had on the website. I have it on a folder. But we just haven't remade the website. We still have it. Let me link it to you. But it's still not up yet. But this is the website that we have. But pretty much the lessons, we don't have any step-by-step lessons. Like really our step-by-step lessons are all the, if you want to go back to when we first started YouTube, which was last year in November, can you share the folder with me? I cannot do that just yet because it's not in order. I'm not gonna be able to do that. But if you want to go back to November, if you want to go back, like if you go to our YouTube channel and go to the live tab, not the video tab, the live tab, I would really recommend watching the weekly market breakdowns, like the ones that we do today on the weekends. I would really recommend watching the Sunday breakdowns that E did. Not the ones that I did, the ones that E did. And the reason I'm saying that is because in every single, and there's only like 6 or 7 videos and they're like maybe 30 minutes to an hour long. He really breaks down market structure, and that's like the number one thing you want to be able to learn, right? So I would really recommend that. Just go back into our live sessions, go all the way down into the weekly market, like all the way down to the first weekly market breakdown, and just watch the ones that E did. And I would also just recommend. Is me, Michael? Oh shit, facts. Okay, but Diddy Mike, man, what the fuck? You changed your YouTube name. So yeah, so I mean, yeah, you've done that already, but yeah, no, I can't share the videos, not yet. That's gonna be, those videos are gonna be exclusive for when we put that YouTube when we put the website back up. You couldn't tell, nah, man. He's been keeping it low key. He hasn't different device. Got you. He's been keeping it low key, man. He hasn't I thought it was somebody else. I thought it was gonna be someone else that we know. He hasn't said anything crazy in the chat, so nah, I couldn't tell. Nah, if he would have said some crazy shit, then I would have been like, yeah, that's Mike, man, 100%. When's the site gonna be back up? Hopefully, sometime this year. We don't have a date yet. It was supposed to be up already. I don't know what happened. Mr. JD, I don't know. Where's Mr. JD at? That's a question you would have to ask E for. You would have to message E about that. Actually, put that shit in the chat right now in the Discord chat. Be like, yo, fuck what Long is doing. Fuck what Long is saying. Just right now in the chat, you'd be like, tag E and tag Device Trading. I don't know what Discord he's on Device Trading Discord right now. Yeah, tag both of his accounts and be like, yo, when's the website gonna be back up? Just like that. Let's see what he says. But it should be up this year. I mean, I'm pretty. Last time we talked about it, We had a brief conversation about it being up this year, but I'm not 100% sure. But it should be up by this year. That's the goal. That should be the goal at least. But he would know more than me since he speaks to JD a lot more than I do. I don't really speak to JD like that. We're not in tune as much as him and ER. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Sorry, guys, got a phone call. Hold on. My bad, Diddy Mike. Oh, I got a phone call. What's it go with VTA? Pretty much same shit we've been doing, man. Same thing we've always, same thing I've always told you, and same thing we've always said really on the stream is pretty much just to kind of help everybody. At least my perspective on trading, or not even trading, but like doing these courses and stuff and doing the one-on-ones, the reasons why we do it for free. Um, you know, I've said it since last year. Muhammad knows best. He's been here for the longest. I've always told him I do want to reach a point where it is not going to be free. So take advantage as much as you can. Because this is really time consuming, right? The whole idea is just to try to help as many people as possible, right? Especially the people who've been trapped into watching other people's courses. And as you guys could see, we talk about this all the time. I talk about it all the time because I don't care about other people's feelings. This is trading. This isn't, I'm not really here to make friends. um Outside of the people that are close to us and the people who really take us serious, like I don't care about the people outside of our group. You know, and if I see some bullshit happening, I'm gonna call them out, even though it's not the best route to do it. That's just the person that I am. It is what it is. Um, you know, it sucks seeing people selling courses for $250, $500. They have 100 people paying for it. And then again, you do the math. You know, 500 people, 100 people paying 250, 500 bucks. You know, there goes their salary, right? That's where these traders get their money from. And then you go and you watch their streams, you go and you watch their videos, and it's not making any sense, right? The trades and the setups that they're taking, they're revenge trading, or they're just taking whatever setups it is that they see, just taking some booty ass trades. Who, again, realistically speaking, a person who's learning how to trade, a beginner trader with $100 account, even $1,000 account, you know, the profits that these guys are making on a 100K account, 200K account, 300K account, you know, you're not going to be able to make those same profits on $1,000 account. You're not going to make any profits trading gold, only catching 2 pips, right? A lot of these traders, you go and like what I was saying at the beginning of the stream, if you go and you look up every single trader that has a course, almost every single one of them posted their stats for the end of the month, right? And you will see that every single day they're taking 2-3 trades and they're winning 50%. They lose one, they win one, right? And then the losing trade that they have, they get into stop loss more than they do into TPs. But the problem is that the TPs that they have, they look good on paper because they're trading a 100K account and their lot sizes are $10. So a $10 lot size on gold, trading 10 pips, 15 pips, you know, you're already making 1,500 bucks, $2,000, right? But if you're trading a $100 account with 15 pips, you're making $1.50. It just makes no sense, right? So the problem really just stems with, I've always been one to really say, like, I hate how bad the trading industry has gotten when it comes to courses, when it comes to prop firms, when it comes to all of this, where it's like a couple years ago, right? 7 years ago, 10 years ago, it was strictly people knowing how to trade. Like, this is when Q was learning how to trade and when he started doing his courses. Like, there's certain people who I would recommend to go watch them stream and go watch them do their courses and go watch them, you know, go to their page and go see their entries, go look at their stop losses. But then there's other people that I'm like, I wouldn't even touch them. I wouldn't even get near them because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what they're looking at. But again, the reason why they're profitable is because they have, you know, the extra money coming in from people subscribing to their accounts, and then they're using that money to put it into a trading account, and then they take one trade and it looks good on paper because again, it's a $10 lot with a fucking $50,000 profit. But again, a regular trader, a regular day-to-day trader can't trade like that, right? This is why I always preach it. Like, if you look at every single setup that we've taken, it's all the same thing. It's following the same rules. Stop loss are very minimum because again, that's really the key in trading. Like, US30 was a 1 to 13 trade. Who's doing that? No one is showing you a 1 to 13 trade, right? Bitcoin, same thing, right? Bitcoin was a smaller trade, right? A little 372, but it was still a 1 to 3 on Bitcoin. 162 pip TP for a 44 pip stop loss. Who else is doing that? You go look at everybody else's chart and they'll be taking something like this, like, oh, GG guys, we won. It's like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, that's cool for you maybe because you caught 62 pips with a $10 lot size. But if you have a regular $1 a pip, or I'm sorry, a $1 lot size or a 50-cent lot size, in order for you to make profits, you're gonna need a swing trade, and you're gonna have to hold that trade for 3 years. Like, that's the reality of it. So that's really what it is. Like, the goal always for me when I started teaching was really to try to help people understand, like, trading isn't just pressing one button and that's it. Like, no, trading, there's multiple steps. And again, like I said in the beginning of the stream, you have so many pieces of the puzzle. Trading isn't just one type of information that you're going to learn and you're going to run with it. Like, no, like, again, I could teach you one thing about the market. I could teach you double bottoms, but if I don't teach you what a real double bottom is, and I don't give you the rules as to why that double bottom is high probability or why it's low probability, or why the double top is low probability or why it's high probability, and why market is moving against the overall trend and what is the overall trend, you're just not going to know what you're looking for, right? So once you start collecting every piece of the puzzle that comes with trading, that's when trading just gets so much easier, right? Just think about it. If you have a 100-piece puzzle and you open up the box and there's 72 pieces missing, you're not going to be able to complete the puzzle, right? But if you collect all the pieces of the puzzle, you'll be able to put the puzzle together every single time, right? So just think about it like that. That's really the best way I could really describe what it is that we do here. 1 to 4 Thursday, 150 pips an hour in an hour. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 1 to 4. I got you. What you meant? Yeah. Gotta have a complex mind to trade successfully, but a complex mind requires work. A lot of people don't want to put in the work. They want everything in a platter. There's not no ABCs. That's facts. No, it's really not. It's really not. Once you understand it, once you understand everything that comes with trading, it's as simple as the ABCs, right? And then you could fucking do the ABC backwards and it's still good, right? But that only comes with time, right? That comes with time and dedication to the charts. Like again, right? I've always said my story. My story is a lot different than a lot of other people's, but before I started trading live, it took me 2.5, almost 3 years of trading just demo accounts and learning how to trade before I started trading live accounts. Right? Like my mindset wasn't, oh, I started trading yesterday and fucking 2 weeks ago I'm gonna be rich. Like no, like this is a whole career. This is a real career choice. Like why would I dedicate, just to put it in perspective, again, I started learning how to trade in high school before I was even in college. So my mindset was, if I'm putting in so much time for school, if I'm gonna go to college and go graduate in 4 years, why can't I just use this time to learn how to trade too? Use 3 to 4 years to learn how to trade and then start being successful. But no, a lot of people rather go to school, they get a fucking degree, and after 4 years they try to go get a job, and then their job denies them the fucking job application because, oh, you don't have experience. Well, how are you gonna have experience if you were at school, and at school you weren't working because you were a full-time student, right? Is the same thing with credit, but that's a whole different other conversation, right? But the mindset still stems the same. Like, yo, if you're putting in so much time in one thing, why don't you put in that same time to go do something else, right? And again, my mindset was completely different because I already had this mindset before I even started trading. Again, before I started trading, I was competing, right, in Call of Duty. I tried going pro in Call of Duty, and I understood that in order for me to go pro in Call of Duty is the same way as you try to go pro in any traditional sport. If you play baseball, football, basketball, soccer, hockey, golf, right? You're not just gonna learn how to play golf tomorrow and then next week you're Tiger Woods. Like how many hours, how much tee time does Tiger Wood have to be the golfer that he is, right? His son, the fucking prodigy, how many fucking hours, and he's still young. I don't even think he's 18 yet, right? How many hours of tee time does Tiger Woods' son have, right? How much hours do these football players and soccer players have on the field to understand what it is that their routes that they have to take, the way they kick the ball, the way they catch the ball, whatever the case is, right? It's there's nothing in this world, again, unless you want to go flip fucking burgers and work at a regular office job and fucking pick up a goddamn phone call and say, hey, my name is Lewis, can I get your 16-digit account number? Like, yo, that takes 1 day of training to understand what you have to do. Trading is not just 1 day of training and then that's it. No, trading is the same thing as any other professional career choice. You have to put in the time, right? Again, I was putting in 12 to 16 hours a day on my charts when I decided to stop competing back in 2021. In 2021, I literally stood in front of my fucking computer screen for 12 to 16 hours looking at charts, taking notes, watching videos, watching the courses. The same courses that you guys are watching today, these are the same courses that E was making every single day. And he would be the first one to tell you, I was the one putting in the fucking hours and really writing notes. The same drawings that I had 2-3 years ago are the same drawings I have in front of me to this day. The same notes that I have, the same rules that I have, everything. So this isn't something that you're gonna get into and then in 2 days you're gonna be a professional at it. It's gonna take time. But again, I will say this. It's all about collecting the pieces of the puzzle. The market maker's pattern is not difficult. Once you learn market maker's pattern and everything starts seeming more clear, then you start seeing the structure. After that, you start adding the rules, right? The EMAs, the crossings of the EMAs, the different time frames, the continuations on the 30-minute, the full hour, the daily time frame, how you look at your daily highs and daily lows, why some candlestick analysis, right? What candlesticks, what do they mean? Why do they mean what they mean? Doji candles, exhaustion candles, engulfing candles, right? There's so much that goes into it. And again, it is a lot of information, but once you understand it, once you see it once, twice, 3 times, once you see it 100 times, it's going to click. But you have to put in the work. That's why I think football built a mindset for me, and I didn't even know. Of course, right? Anybody who played real sports and took it seriously, anybody who did anything seriously, will have the mindset to be able to trade, because it's all the same thing, right? Again, like the reason why I was so good at gaming is because, again, if you're gonna be watching film, right? Any professional sport is watching film after practice. They're watching film after a game. They're taking notes. That's what study hall was for. Study hall for me when I was playing baseball wasn't to eat shit and, eat shit with my fucking teammates. Like, no, study hall for baseball was like, yo, number 22, he's a big ass hitter. You know that he's gonna always look at his feet, look how he hits the ball, right? You look at the catcher, look at the signs, right? Okay, if he throws this sign, you know that the pitcher is gonna throw what type of ball, right? What type of form is he using, right? You already know, okay, number 22 is a fucking heavy hitter. He's going to be hitting all the home runs. All right, what are you going to do? Yo, outfield, move back. Or, oh, number 2, he doesn't hit hard, but he hits. Okay, outfield, move forward. He's a fast runner. He doesn't hit hard, but he's fast. If you catch the ball, throw it to second. Throw it to the cutter, right? Whatever the shit was called. I don't even remember. Right? So there's all these things, right? And any traditional sports is all the same thing. If you use that same mindset in trading, you're gonna be successful. But if you go into trading like you do in school, where you just fucking go to school just to cheat on your test and use ChatGPT and use Quizlet to cheat on your test, and you think that you're gonna use that same mindset to come into trading, it's gonna be a fucking rude awakening. Very rude awakening. So trading is very complex. Trading is very complex, but it's simple once you put in the time and you put in the work to really understand what it is that you're doing. I low-key wanted to play baseball, aka signals. Yeah, the signals. Yeah, exactly. Baseball was fun, but I don't miss it though. I fucking, again, the same reason why I don't really miss gaming. I don't like my success being altered by my teammates, right? Like if you don't have a good baseball team, you're not gonna get scouts going to your school, even though you're a good team, or even though you're a good player, you might not have scouts, or you might not have the best scouts going to go see you if your fucking team isn't good, right? Like I played on a fucking baseball team where the third baseman couldn't even reach first base, and I played first base. Yo, how the fuck are you 16, 17, 18 years old playing baseball for so many years and you can't fucking throw a ball from third base to first base? That shit, to this day, think about it. To this day, that shit still gets me so pissed off. So it's certain things where I'm just like, yo, these people just don't have the mindset for this. It's the same thing with gaming, right? Like, yo, after we're done practicing, after we're done with a tournament, let's go watch film. Let's go see what we did wrong. Let's go see what we could fix. And then you have two teammates who want to do it, but then you have somebody else who doesn't want to do it. So then the next day for scrims in the next tournament, the same teammate is doing something wrong. And it's like, yo, you could be the best player on that team, but if your team's not winning, you're always gonna, no one's gonna know who you are. So there's two, again, trading is so good because it's you against the market. If you put in the time, if you practice, it's just you against the market. You don't have to worry about, it's not you, me, and Kendall. It's not you, me, and E. No, it's literally you and you. If you put in the time, you're gonna be profitable. If you don't put in the time, you're not gonna be profitable, and it's that easy. It's that simple. And that's why I love trading, because it's just me. I don't have to worry about nobody else. I don't have to worry about nothing else other than the fact of whether I'm following my rules or not. If I'm following my rules, I'm gonna win. If I'm not following my rules, I'm gonna take a loss. And I can't blame anybody else other than myself. And that's it. I don't have to worry about my teammate not rotating on time. I don't have to worry about my teammate pushing up the spawns too far to flip us out. I don't have to worry about none of that. I worry about my plays, and that's it. A lot of politics into sports, also, that's also another thing, yo. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Any questions? Anything else? It was a pretty long session, but we did a lot of more talking than anything else other than that. Anything else you guys want me to go over, let me know. Anything you guys want me to, any other pairs, anything you guys want me to explain, let me know. If not, we'll be done for today and we'll be back again tomorrow morning for the live trading session. Hell no. Mike, you fucked up. Give me a second, guys. All good. Lit session. All right, my brothers. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.